Hi, welcome to Chef Ben's Kitchen. Today's recipe will be roasted broccoli with Parmesan cheese. The ingredients for today's recipe are pound and a half of fresh broccoli cut into florets, 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/2 lemon juiced or about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced, freshly ground black pepper, salt, and about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. The first thing you do is set your oven for 425 degrees. This is a head of garlic. Inside the head of garlic, you will find the cloves. So now, the way to get the cloves out of the garlic is simply to crush the whole head. Okay, and then you can remove the cloves, as you see. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic. First thing you do is you find the hard part of the garlic. It's at the bottom where it was attached to the head. And you just cut that and get rid of it. Okay. Then you give your garlic a good smash, and that loosens the skin all up. If you're lucky, it comes right out just like that. And we are mincing this, so we'll just cut it very small. It's just a very fine chop. That's all a mince is. Okay? And that is what we call minced garlic. If you prefer not to chop garlic, you can always buy it pre-chopped at your local grocery store. For this recipe, we need about 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So I have my microplane here, and this works pretty good. Just run it back and forth. Try to keep it even. And almost have 1/4 cup there already. Of course, you have your old-fashioned box grater if you prefer to use that, or you can always buy grated Parmesan from your local grocer. Why not save yourself some time? Now we're going to make florets out of this broccoli. So what you want to do is you want to find where all the little smaller ones attached to the heavier piece of stem, and you just want to pull it apart, put it into your bowl. You really don't have to cut that much more. Just kind of pull them apart like this. If you run into another heavy piece, you can cut it off like that. Okay. You want all your pieces to be about the same. Okay. Now you don't have to waste this stem. You can take off the heavy outside part and the leaves that you don't want to use. Kind of peel a little bit. Us chefs, we hate to waste stuff. And you can just dice that up. You know, something like that, and throw them in with your stuff. Okay? Throw that in with the rest of the broccoli. Okay, so that's how you do florets. And we'll finish this up, and then we'll continue with the recipe. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is add the olive oil, the lemon juice, and the garlic to the broccoli. Then we're going to put the salt on it, and we can just get in there with our hands and toss it all around. If you don't want to use your hands, you go right ahead and use a fork or a pair of or something. Okay, so now we're going to arrange the broccoli on a foil-lined baking sheet in a single layer. Okay? Because we want to have lots of places for it to get nice and crispy. Okay. Now you're probably asking me, but Ben, you said there's pepper and Parmesan on these. Well, it's not time to do that yet. We'll get to that later. Now it's time to put our broccoli into a 425 degree oven. We'll come back later and check that. We'll keep the broccoli in the oven for around 16 to 20 minutes until there's lots of nice little brown spots on top. Okay, so that's been about 15, 20 minutes, and there we go. We have our broccoli. Look at this, nice and brown and crispy. Delicious. Now we're gonna put it in our bowl. Yes, you do want it to have this brown coloring. This is the delicious part. Okay? Then we put our 1/4 cup of Parmesan on there. There's a lot of black pepper too. If you don't like a lot of black pepper, don't put a lot of black pepper. It's totally up to you. Okay? And then you serve this immediately. Put that onto our plate. Now, of course, you could serve this to individuals, but that's how I'm going to show it to you. Okay. Doesn't that look delicious? I just got to try a piece. Oh, it's very good. The recipe for this video can be found in the description below. And don't forget to find more recipes at Chef Ben's Kitchen at YouTube.